Great, thank you, Neil. And I want to thank everybody for being here today. This is really exciting for me and for many of you. This has been a thought for now many months. I think it was back in February when we started talking about this. Some of the things that have kind of blown me away in this process is that this has been by far the most successful challenge to date, in that we've had 104 ideas submitted. All the business units had submissions coming from them. We've reached 16 countries in terms of where submissions have come. And I think it's over doubled the next challenge. So it sort of shows the excitement and engagement across the company and really thinking about Horizon 3 and even beyond in terms of what assets we have and what we potentially can do with them. So I love that we've kind of tapped a desire from our employees to really participate and think about that. It's interesting because as we think we're in the planning cycle for the coming year, and so often we think about our product cycle in terms of what we can do from a 3-year pipeline. And this is really challenging us to think like many other successful companies. How do we take a portion of our resources and our efforts thinking 5 to 10 years down the line? And how can we not only think about the next generation of product, but leapfrog that? So I just think that this is an exciting opportunity for us to infuse some of this thinking into how we plan products, how we plan experiences, and all of that moving forward. But also to Neil's point, this isn't the first time as a company that we've really thought about transformational innovation. A really exciting press release last week about Watson and some of the cognitive computing work that we're dedicated to driving through our business. We think about wearables and some of the work that's been done there and helping law enforcement and different customer groups. And then, of course, there's always virtual and augmented reality that we've already dipped some toes in and begun thinking about as a company. I was actually really excited. You guys might have seen this in some of the news reports, but tomorrow is Back to the Future Day. And I don't know if you all remember 1989. It's going to date some of us who was actually in the theater and saw it or who has seen it since on Netflix. But 26 years ago, a movie was released, and it was Marty McFly and Doc were taking the DeLorean to October 21st, 2015. And a couple of really interesting tidbits from that movie, but they predicted artificial intelligence, fingerprint biometrics, flat screen televisions, bionic implants, and the internet. And back in 1989, those things seemed quite far-fetched, and it's really interesting to see how a lot of that foresight has come to reality.